Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Ere, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to increase your Takealot sales, and this is going to be tips and strategies. So the first tip is to optimize your product listing. So this is when you are listing your product on the seller portal. Then I, as a customer, when I go through my Takealot app, when I scroll through the app, what I'm going to see are the images of the product. So that's the first thing that as a customer I'm going to see. So you as a seller, what you need to do for you to get more sales, you have to have attractive images. They need to be attracted to the first image. So this is what you need to work on. The size of your image. Is your image or your product big enough? Are the colors true to the product? So if your product is powder blue, am I not gonna get a navy blue product when it gets delivered? And also, is the quality of the image good enough to make the customers stay? So those are the things that as a seller, when you list your product, you must look at. So if the supplier is sending you products and you can see that the products that the supplier sent and the images that you have are not the same, you can use sites like Canva to edit your images, or you can use GIMP to also edit your images. So those are the things that you need to do as a seller, because I, as a customer, when I am looking at your product, the product description is the last thing that I go to when I'm already happy with the product that you are providing. So what you need to do is also describe the most important details on your images, like your size, what the product does. With the primary image, you can leave it as it is without being in use or somebody else using it. But when we move to image number 2, that's what you need to show: a face of a person using the product, or the sizes of your product. Let's say, for example, you are selling a microphone. You can still go to your Canva and then you add a ruler, and then you just show that this is the size of the wire of this microphone, this is the size of the head of this microphone. How do you use this microphone? You can just use an example of a person using that microphone or holding it. So that's how you are trying to describe, and also making sure that the customers, without even reading your description, they understand what the product does. And I'm not saying that the product description is not important. It is very important. So what you can do if you are selling, I'm using an example of a microphone. So if you are selling that microphone, what you can do is also include the keywords. So if somebody is searching on Google, are they gonna find your product? Even though you do have your product title, you still have to have the right keywords. So you are saying that this microphone is for this kind of people. So let's say, for example, you are saying that the microphone is for adults. You still have to say this microphone is for adults, the size of this microphone is this much, the quality of this microphone. So you're just trying to think of what is somebody who is on Google looking for a microphone, what are they searching for? So those are the things that you need to do on the product listing. Now let's move to tip number 2. The second tip is to offer promotions and discounts. So promotions are really important, even when it's just the promotions that you're gonna apply for, the ones that you get emails on. But for discounts, it's also helpful when somebody searched for your products, let's say a week ago, and they couldn't afford it, and now they see an alert and they see that the product now has been lowered and they can afford it. So that's just another way of attracting more customers, or people who saw your product but they couldn't afford it. And when it comes to promotion, I'm still going to touch this on topic 3, but on promotions, there are some promotions that for you to join, you have to decrease your selling price by a certain percentage or a certain number. So this also help you to promote your product. So you can promote your products in many ways, but let's move to tip 3 just for you to understand what I'm talking about. So tip 3 is to utilize the marketing tools. So there's no need for you to go elsewhere to market your Takealot product, but we're still gonna dive deeper into this topic on a different video. So the first thing about marketing is to use sponsored ads. So these are paid ads. So what you need to do is, when you go on your dollar side, on your portal. That's where you run your ads, and you do have a wallet there where you can load it if it's empty. And then when you load it, let's say for example you have 10 products that you are selling and 9 products are doing well, and you've got this one product that you also want it to pick on the sales. So what you need to do is just run the ads on that product. So you allocate the budget for that product, and you're gonna know whether you should increase your budget or whether you should increase your daily budget. So let's say for example you want to run your ads for 10 days. You can choose that on those 10 days you want to spend 20 rand daily, and that's going to be a total of 200 rands. But if your ads are not really doing well, you can increase that daily budget each and every day. So that's how you do sponsored ads. And other ways to market your product is promotions, which is what I spoke about in the previous one. So some promotions you do apply, some you just have to get emails depending on the category you are on. So let's say there is a promotion on a specific category and you fall under that category, you can also market, and you don't have to pay anything for these promotions. So those are the ways to promote your products, and you just have to make use of those tools that are provided for you for free. So I'm moving to the fourth tip now. So the fourth tip is to monitor your performance. I know that the hardest part of becoming a seller is when you're still researching the product, finding the right product, and also maybe being scared whether the product is gonna do well, and also shipping the products into the country and also shipping them to the warehouses. We feel like that's the hardest part, but that doesn't mean that after doing that you just have to sit down and wait for your money. You still have to monitor to see how your product is doing. So as a seller, you will have reviews on your product, bad or good, so you have to monitor those. Your product reviews are not only for other customers who want to buy your product, even for you as a seller to see how people are receiving your product. Are they happy with the product? Is there any change that you need to make on your product? So that's you just monitoring your performance. And also, out of 100 products that you sold, how many reviews that you got, and maybe what's making you not getting enough reviews. So those are the things that you must monitor. And the fifth tip, which is the last tip, it's almost similar to the fourth tip, which is monitoring your competitors. So you have to look, if there's somebody else that's selling the same product, what are they doing? What are their customers saying? Because you may find that there are 10 people who are selling the same product, but there's this one who has a very high rating on reviews and also a lot of reviews, meaning that a lot of people are happy with the product that they're getting from that other competitor. So there are things that you should look at. What is this product? Why is it so likable than mine? So those are the things that you also need to do, and also checking their prices. Every time you have to monitor your competitors' prices. So every time you have to monitor your competitors' prices for this reason. Let's say you just sit down for a month, you're waiting for your money, you're shipping your stock, you're not monitoring anybody, and then you find that over 2 weeks you haven't been making any sales. And then when you look at your competitors after some time, you find that the prices are very much lower compared to yours. Maybe they've lowered their prices about 50 rands different, which means now everybody is going to run to your competitor. So those are the things that you should always monitor. That's why we cannot all sell the same product, because we are now going to start lowering our prices until nobody makes profit. So those are the 5 tips that I have for you today, and thank you so much for watching up to here. Cheers.